Hi guys, this is Rohit Tandon from the team Edge, and we are back with another video series on new features and enhancements in Revit Architecture 2021. This being the first part of the two-part video series. So, without further ado, let's get started with it. So listed here in front of you are some of the new features and enhancements that have been made in Revit Architecture 2021. Namely, they are the introduction of the slanted walls, the direct integration of Dynamo 2.5 with Revit Architecture 2021, the freeze header and the contrasting rows in schedules, and enabling view filters. So let's start with the first feature, that is the slanted walls. Now in the previous versions of Revit, slanted walls could be created either by using the massing tools or the model in place tools. But now in Revit Architecture 2021, the slanted walls feature has been directly incorporated with the walls tool itself. So I'll just switch to this small project over here where we'll just concentrate on these parapet walls. So I'll just select this wall here and move to its instance property, where in the constraints group we have been introduced with the new cross section parameter. We can just switch this parameter to slanted here, and I can then provide an angle from the vertical over here. So I'll just provide it with an angle here, and we can notice the change in the drawing area. Now moving on, if required, we can also provide it with a negative value to just switch the angle of slant to the opposite direction. Now moving on, I'll just switch to the another view where I'll just concentrate on this wall here. So I'll just select this wall. I'll again just come to the cross section parameter here, where I'll again just switch it to slanted, and I'll just provide it with an angle. So this just slants this wall over here as well, and we can also notice that the adjoining walls also automatically update themselves. Now moving on, I'll just try and place a window on this wall here. So I'll just come to the architecture tab, and from the build panel I'll take the window tool and I'll just place the window on this wall here. So here we can notice that the window automatically cuts an instance through the wall, but it has not taken the slant angle of that wall. So what we can do is we can select this window, and I can come to its instance properties, where again we have been introduced with a new orientation parameter here. We can just simply switch this to slanted over here, and the window automatically takes the slant angle of the wall here. The same can be done with the doors as well. Now moving on, if required, we can provide a slant angle to the curved walls over here as well. So I'll just select this curved wall here. I'll again come to the cross section parameter. I'll switch this to slant, and I can again provide it with a value. So this just provides the slant to the curved walls over here as well. Now moving on, the same thing can be done with the curtain walls here as well. So I'll just concentrate on this curtain wall here. I'll just select this wall. Again, I'll switch to the cross section to slanted here, and I can also provide it with an angle. So the slanted wall feature can be applied to all kinds of wall now in Revit Architecture 2021. Now moving on, the next feature is the direct integration of Dynamo 2.5 with Revit Architecture 2021. Now the latest version of Dynamo, that is the Dynamo 2.5, is directly incorporated with Revit, and it automatically gets installed along with the software. So let's just check it out. So I'll just switch to this project over here, where I just want to create a script in Dynamo, where I just want to place this round dining table family all along this spline over here. So I want different instances of this family to be placed all along this spline with the help of Dynamo, and later on I would also like to change the diameter of this table and the number of chairs on this table also with the help of Dynamo. So here what I'll do is I'll just switch to the Manage tab, and in the Visual Programming panel I'll simply click on Dynamo tool here, which opens the Dynamo window here. Now if I just want to create a new script, I can simply click on New, and if I want to open an already created script, I can simply click on Open. So the script is already prepared by me, so I'll just click on Open here, and I'll just browse and select my script and click on Open. So this just opens the Dynamo script over here. I can then just simply just zoom into this spline over here, and I can just run the script here. So this just automatically places the different instances of that round dining table family all along the spline here as required in the script. I can now just move on, and I can just try and change the diameter of the tables here as well. So I'll just zoom into these tables here, and I'll just try and change the diameter here. I'll just simply click on run once again. So this just increases the diameter. The same thing can be done with the number of chairs over here as well. So the number of chairs can be adjusted over here as well. I'll just simply click on run once again to just change the number of chairs here. So Dynamo 2.5 now directly comes with Revit Architecture 2021, and we can just make use of this to make changes or create anything in Revit over here. Now there are certain new features that have been incorporated in Dynamo 2.5 as well. So over here, if I just come to the View tab, I can come down to the Show Workspace References here, which again opens a small window where I can just check whether the nodes that have been used over here in the script are available in the software over here or not. So if the node over here is installed, it will be shown with a green tick. If it is not installed, then it will be shown with a red cross. And I can then just move to the packages over here. I can go to the search for a package option here, and I can just search for that package, and I can simply download that package over here as well. Now moving on, again there are certain different nodes or new nodes that have also been introduced in Dynamo 2.5. So if I just come to this elements option here, I can simply come down to this element option over here as well, and there are certain different new nodes that have been incorporated in this elements option over here, which are frequently required by us. So we can make use of these new nodes over here to just create anything that we want. So now Dynamo 2.5 is directly incorporated in Revit Architecture 2021 as well. Now moving on, I'll just close this. The next feature that has been upgraded over here in Revit Architecture 2021 is the freeze header and contrasting rows in schedules. So I'll again just switch back to this project, and I'll just open a schedule over here. So this is a small material takeoff that has been created over here. Now in the previous versions, whenever we had such a long schedule and we just need to scroll down that schedule, we just lost track of the different fields of these columns over here. Now I do not know whichever field is being shown over here in this column. Now that thing has now been solved with the freeze header option over here. So I can now just simply click on this freeze header over here, and now I can just scroll down the schedule over here, where now I can easily relate that particular column with the field name over here as well. So this is a new feature that has been incorporated for lengthy schedules over here. Now similarly, to make these schedules more easily readable, another feature of contrasting rows has also been added here. So I can simply come to this appearance edit option over here, which opens this window where we have this new option of striping rows. We can just simply tick that on over here, and we can just provide different colors to the first row and the second row. So I can switch to the second row, for example, and I'll just try and provide it with a particular color. I can just change the contrast of that color. I can just simply click on OK and click on OK again. So this just stripes out those different rows with that particular color over here, which again makes this schedule much more readable over here. So if required, we can provide color to all the different rows over here, and we can also just tick on the show stripe rows on sheets option, so that whenever we place this schedule on the sheet, the coloring of the different rows is also shown on the sheets there as well. So this is another feature that has been upgraded in Revit Arc 2021. Now moving on, the last feature over here is for enabling view filters. Now if I'll just move back to this project over here, I'll just come to its floor plan view. Now over here I just want to create a filter where I just want to highlight these windows placed over here. So I can just create a filter for that. So I'll just move to the view tab. In the graphics panel I'll just click on filters, and here there's a filter already created for windows here. I'll just simply click on OK. I can now just move to the visibility and graphics tab. I'll come to the filters tab here and I'll just add this filter over here. So I'll just add this windows filter here. I can now just provide any particular graphic change that I required over here. So I'll just try and change the color of the windows to red so that I can just highlight them over here in the view. So here we can notice that the filter gets applied and the windows are all highlighted over here. Now in the Revit Architecture 2021, under the filters tab here, we have been provided with a new column which is enable filter. So if I just want to disable or enable the filter, we can directly do it from here. So I can just disable this filter and click on OK. So everything comes back to the original. I can again come back to the visibility and graphics tab and I can just enable that filter again. So now there's no need of removing that filter completely. So we can get a list of different filters over here and we can just enable them or disable them whenever required, instead of just removing them, those filters, and then adding them again and again. So these are the different features that have been incorporated in Revit Architecture 2021. There are other filters that have been discussed in the part 2 of this video series. So please do join us for that part 2. Till then, it's a goodbye. Thank you.